Tom and Scott start the day giving away $12,500 in free crypto, and then take on cash sweeps, margin calls, portfolio delta, crude calendar spreads, your calls, and we end with a look at today's markets. Our first letter is from Restless in Wakanda, who asks, I joined the Lossdog launch list a couple of months ago and began sharing my referral link with family and friends. Last I checked my ranking, I had advanced to the top 1,000. When will I be granted access and my free crypto? Restless in Wakanda.
Isn't Wakanda that
It's a really cute lake town
in
near Wisconsin.
In Wisconsin.
But it's Illinois.
Oh, is it Illinois?
Yes.
Oh. I've never been to Wakanda.
It's
but
far.
Yeah.
It's cute.
It's Illinois or Wisconsin. Well, either way.
It's Illinois. No, it's Illinois.
Yeah, my buddy Dino from Wakanda used to call into the show all the time. Anyway, today's the first day. We have about 25,000 people on our list, and about the first 250 we're letting in today. So let's see, what is that? That's 1%. Yeah, 1%. Yeah. So
we're gonna ramp that up.
Yeah, we're gonna ramp that up to about probably 2,500 a week starting next week. We're just testing, make sure there's no bugs today. But the first people got their crypto. That would be me this morning. Scott, we cut you out because you got to be here to collect. You have to be in person.
Oh God.
Winners must be present.
Okay.
But everything went smooth this morning. So I'm sure there's going to be a couple of bugs. But we're very excited to launch Lossdog platform today. The first 250 people will be getting an email. And then over the next couple of weeks, everybody will be.
Yeah. It's very exciting.
We're just rolling it out kind of slow to test a bunch of things. And there's a bunch of really cool agentic AI tools that are coming out over the next couple of weeks. You're not going to miss anything. Everything's there. It's cool. And there'll be lots and lots more neat stuff coming. So, the first 250 people will get their crypto. More crypto.
Restless in Wakanda. Don't worry, you'll get there.
And crypto's cheap right now, relatively. Where's Bitcoin this morning? It's down
68.
68. That's
68 and change.
On the lowest it's been for a long time. Let's see. What do you think about crypto here, Scott? You like crypto?
I don't. I think it's going lower.
Really? Okay. What do you think about crypto?
I do. I think it's interesting because I think the bloom.
It's just interesting. I just want to know what Scott thought because he's probably the best contrary indicator in the world. So you want him to be negative.
Boy. Here we
Appreciate
go.
that. I think the bloom is off the rose.
Okay.
For crypto, I think the appeal has come and gone. People, they love the Momo. When it was moving 10% a day, and now I think it's kind of fizzled. So I'm not saying it's going to zero by any means, but I think it is going lower.
What do you think?
I'm all in.
Beautiful. I'm with you.
Okay. Keep going. You can buy more now. As you say, I say less expensive, you say cheaper. But go.
Yeah, sure.
It's
there's
there.
more crypto to go around, so share your link and join Lossdog.com.
Yes, we are excited. We're trying to give away money. Not that many people in 2026 can say they're trying to give away money. We're trying to give away money.
Yeah, really. So take advantage of that.
Let's do it.
All right, next up. Does a future calendar spread in /CL between the front month and the immediate next month tend to narrow in price as the front month gets closer to its settlement date, since there should be slightly more certainty about the underlying commodity?
I'm going to tell you something about this. I received at least 5 or 6 emails on this topic yesterday, specifically the crude oil calendar spread. That means the front month crude oil to the next month crude oil. And Scott, I don't have it right in front of me, but I believe it's trading for around $8.
I don't. What's the
/CL? You can just look at the options. They'll have each of the months next to the options. I think it's trading the front month to the back month.
CLK versus CLM.
Yeah, I think
so CLK is 99 and change, and /CLM
is what, 92?
90 and change. So it's about $9.
Yeah. So the spread's $9 right now. Now, if you've been trading crude oil for the last 20 years or 30 years or 2 years, whatever it is, those spreads are usually around $1. And so right now with the spread at $9, there's been a lot of stuff on the internet. People have been writing about this. There's a lot of crude oil experts all of a sudden.
Experts.
Yes, but I would be...
It's like volatility experts?
Yes, like volatility experts. Here's what I will say. Yes, the spread is very wide right now at $9. But no, this is not a mean reversion play. They are two completely separate contracts. And somebody said to me last night, they says, $9, the widest spread you've seen. And I said, it's one of the widest spreads I've seen. But if you remember, and you go back a few years,
I can tell you another one.
to when crude oil went negative, the spread was $45 wide. Okay, it was 35 under to 10 over. And so I have seen the front month, back month crude oil spreads as wide as $45. Now, that was a very rare situation, and you're probably not going to see that to the upside. But remember, what you're delivering in May is not the same contract that you're delivering in June. So they have nothing to do with each other. And they are two completely different physical deliverables. And so they do not have to come back and settle at the same price. This is not an arbitrage situation. This is strictly just, this is really just a front month fear. Like there's a lot of uncertainty in the front month and there's less uncertainty in the back month. And just like volatility will at some point contract, the spread on a month-to-month basis does not have to go back to the same number. So the answer here in crude oil is, if you want to trade it because it's wide, sure, go ahead. But there's nothing that there's no, other than the fact that it's a wide spread, there's nothing that says it has to go back and narrow. Be careful on this one.
No
It's
such thing as free. No such thing as free money.
That's right.
So.
Other than the one
so
we're giving.
again, I totally agree with you. If you want to trade it because you think historically,
Yeah, there is
it's
such a thing
outlined.
as free money, Scott. We're giving away free money.
It's the only,
except
the only
except
case.
for what we're doing. Stand corrected.
Yes.
Except for Lossdog. There
Except
is
for what
such a
Lossdog is doing. There's no such. How about this? There's no such thing as free money when you're trading in the markets.
There you
Yes.
go.
So again, you want to do it, have at it.
Yeah.
If you think that the spread's going to come back, but it can go wider. And that's why I said, for anybody that understands the VIX calendars, it's the same thing, that they trade for credits and they could go for bigger credits. So just be careful.
Just remember, like right now, there's a lot of uncertainty in the front month, the active month in crude oil. That's why it's trading for $99. Next month, there's a lot less fear because things will settle down or whatever. The marketplace prices this stuff right, and that's why it's trading a lot less. It does not have to end up at the same price ever. So just be careful. I've seen them carry more bodies out on calendar spreads, futures calendar spreads, VIX calendar spreads. Our biggest losses as a brokerage firm, VIX calendar spreads. And so be careful. Not ours personally, but I have seen
As a firm.
customers
Yeah.
blowing up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because they thought that they were getting credits.
Yeah.
And they thought it was free money, and then the credits went to bigger credits. It was-
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. All right,
Oh,
don't
yeah.
forget to call us, 989-LOST-DOG. Next up, I would appreciate your thoughts on the future of cash sweeps, as some firms' bulk revenue is derived from cash sweeps at around 40%. With the integration of stablecoins, blockchain, smart contracts, it seems likely that retail investors will soon benefit from their dormant capital at the expense of their brokerage firm. What am I missing? Says our friend Tom.
I don't think you're missing anything, Tom. I think it's going to be a more competitive. I think the future of free cash is going to be more competitive. You're seeing that right now, and it's one of the reasons that brokerage stocks have been extremely heavy. It's one of the reasons Robinhood is trading down. It's one of the reasons Webull and eToro are trading down, because the brokerage firms, even with higher interest rates, they've had to pass a lot of those on to the consumer. I have very mixed feelings about this because after running brokerage firms, cash sweeps were not our thing particularly. I think some firms put too much emphasis on cash rates and not enough emphasis on the things they should be building. But that said, you're right. With the integration of stablecoins and smart contracts and stablecoin rewards and things like that, you're going to see a much smarter brokerage customer in the future. And yeah, I don't doubt that anything you said is spot on. Scott?
There is. I completely agree with you. There are going to be more options. It's just a question of what the brokerage firm is able to use as a percent of it. So, for example, if you go by a T-bill, most brokerage firms will give you 94, 95, maybe 96% on that. It depends on what the asset is and whether, what they're able to give you back. Now, just one thing I will point out, there's 3 ways brokerage firms make money. One, you're talking about credit, debit, interest, so that's one for sure. Another's commissions, another's payment for order flow. Commissions have basically gone to zero. This is a very, very expensive space to operate in. So brokerage firms deserve to get paid something. I'm not saying that they're not going to get squeezed on debit credit rates, but at some point there's going to be a floor because, again, with interest rates where they are, great, that's been better. But when you have commissions getting basically compressed to zero, it leaves 2 other avenues for revenue. So there are going to be other options, but at some point you're going to say, the brokerage firms are going to stop because they need to get paid. It's expensive.
Right. Okay. We have a call. Justin from Woodstock, Georgia.
Don't be shy, by the way. 989 Lossdog. We have 4 lines open. So 989 Lossdog with 4 lines open.
Woodstock, Georgia. Tom, do you ever go to Woodstock in New York?
Woodstock, New York. My parents grew up there.
Oof.
My mom grew up in Woodstock.
Next thing we know, you're going to say you were at the Jimi Hendrix show?
I was not. But my grandparents, my dad and mom got married in Woodstock, New York.
Wow.
And
Cool.
my mom and dad were married in Woodstock, New York, and that's where my mom's family lived. And,
there we go. All right, so let's get to Justin from Woodstock,
So was
Georgia.
anybody at the Woodstock?
No, well, Woodstock.
Nobody?
Woodstock, the festival
In your
was
family?
like, no, because Woodstock, the festival was like 60. Wasn't it like 60 miles from Woodstock, New York? They just called it
I
Woodstock.
don't know.
It was-
I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was pretty far away.
Okay.
And
While we talk to Justin, I'm going to look that up.
it was
Okay.
far away. It's not in Woodstock.
Oh, got it,
But
got
I
it.
have to tell you something, because as a kid, we used to go to Woodstock all the time, because
Yeah.
that's where the family
Right.
had it. My grandparents had a house there. It is the nicest, cutest little town. It's
Really?
beautiful. Yeah, Woodstock, New York is beautiful.
How far
You're
away
right.
from
I was held on
New York
Max
City?
Yeager's 600-acre
Yeah,
dairy
Max
farm
Yeager's farm.
in Bethel.
Yeah. I don't know
How
how
far
far
away?
Bethel is, but it's not.
60 miles southwest of Woodstock.
you
Look
go.
at you. Who needs the internet when we've
I
got
know.
Tom
I mean, I am
Sosnoff?
basically an encyclopedia. And,
You really are.
and when I was a kid, let me tell you how many times we listened to
Okay.
Woodstock Live.
His head is getting bigger.
Yeah, right. Sorry, Saul. I had to give it to him. Can we get to Justin, please?
Yes,
we don't care
please.
about you.
And Country Joe McDonald just
Oh
died,
my
just so
God.
you know.
Justin,
don't know
good
what that
morning.
is. Good
Please
morning,
save
Jo-
us.
or hi,
Scott,
Justin.
Scott, you
guys.
do remember, hey, Justin, you remember Country Joe McDonald, don't you?
No, I didn't.
You don't remember either?
No.
Scott, you remember Country Joe McDonald?
Sorry, can't help you.
Oh my God, did you
Justin.
guys ever listen to Woodstock?
Oh my God. Okay.
I got to say that's probably a little bit before my time.
Ah, bummer.
Same, Justin. Same.
It was the highlight of the whole thing. It's great.
Okay. Sorry. All right. What's up, Justin? What you got for us?
All right. So I should preface this with saying I am super short and feeling the pain from the market yesterday and today.
Nice little
But-
200, nice little almost 3.5% rally in 2 days. Yes.
Yeah, it's painful. But, and I might be looking for confirmation bias here, and you guys are probably going to say, or at least Tom, you'll say this is like, it doesn't matter, it's stupid. But I was looking at like the chart action and SPX before Liberation Day last year.
Yeah.
And compared to yesterday, it's like a little freaky. With like the day before Liberation Day, SPX was up 115 points. Yesterday was, I don't know, what was it, like 130 or so?
180.
180. Yeah.
180. Okay, so more. Never mind. That's a lot bigger. I thought it was less than that. But then obviously Trump came out with the tariff board. And then all of a sudden now Trump is talking tonight at 9 p.m. About update on the war. And I'm like, is this just going to happen all over again? Because last year we had a bad March. This year we have a bad March. And it just seems like, I don't know, all the coincidences are like too much for me to handle right now.
Well, number one, you have to turn off like the Trump talk because that'll drive you crazy. I mean, I'm just speaking my own book, but 2 days ago, I was very vocal on this show here. I thought the bond market had gotten grossly oversold. The stock market had gotten horribly oversold on a short-term basis. And I was really nervous about a big rally, not necessarily 220 points, but I thought we were going to rally pretty big, and we actually have the last 2 days. I just think this is the market's way of correcting, an overbought, oversold tape. They got to the point where, VIX at 30 is a very high level of fear that it's only happened, you can probably count it 10 times in the last 30 years, something like that. And when you get VIX at 30, you've got about as much fear capitulation as you can get, Justin. And I think that, it is it's very difficult for me as a contrarian to have a short position on when the VIX is above 30. When the VIX is 15, I love being short. When the VIX is 30-ish, man, it's scary for me because I know we're capitulating. I just don't know where the bottom's going to be. Is the VIX going to go to 40, 45, 50, like last year in April? Or is it going to just, it doesn't go much over 30, 35 very often. So you just got to be careful when you see that in the future.
And Justin, I'm
I
going
probably
to...
should have covered most of my stuff, but I'm still up on most of my stuff, just not up nearly as much as I was.
That's good.
That's great. I'm going with you. I think this is a pump fake, and I think we are heading back lower. I mean, VIX is still 25. I mean, VIX has come in, but VIX still is high. And I don't think we made a low. I have no issues, with what Tom was saying, and I agree.
Don't get me wrong, Scott. I'm not bullish. I just thought we were oversold.
Right, and that was a great trade if you made it. A great trade to get a little long the last couple of days. I've still been leaning a little bit short, and I still think that we are going lower. But that's what makes a market.
Yeah.
So good luck.
Yeah, they say you never make a low on a Friday, right?
I don't know about that. Is that I've never heard.
I think that's a pretty good thing to say. Yeah, it's rare.
But
there's no trading on. There's no trading on.
Trump tries to give us liberate us again.
Oh, nothing like a good Trump talk. What time is it tonight? 8 o'clock Central Time. I just have to make sure. I have to make sure I'm doing my hair or something like that, or
Well, I mean, it's funny
hey,
that
that's
he's
like my bedtime. So
yeah,
That's right.
like, why is he having a surprise talk? Because he knows that there's some issues here. So we'll see.
I will watch the White Sox, every pitch in the White Sox game before I put on Trump talking. That's all.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I can't watch it either. I'll get the updates, but I can't watch him.
Right. I'll wait for the TikTok version.
I'll give you the synopsis right now before the speech happens. Everything's great. We won. It's over in 2 weeks. Just move on. Nothing to see here.
Yeah.
No, nothing here.
Most
Nothing to
likely.
see.
Nothing to see here. Just move on.
All right, man. Thanks, Justin.
Thanks for calling.
Have a great day, guys.
Good
You
luck.
too.
All right, next up. Any advice on how to stay fresh in your trading? Do you ever close everything and start anew to give yourself a mental clean slate? Sometimes I get bogged down in stale positions and wondering if you experience the same, says our friend Neil.
Sure, Neil. It happens to us all the time. I
All
get
the time.
bogged down in, some crappy positions, and I hate it. And I never close everything and start new. So that's just an absolute never. But I definitely get bogged down in stale positions, and I get rid of them, and I don't look at them again for a long time. So that's one way to stay fresh, is you get rid of the, there's definitely positions that I've blown out because I'm like, listen, I just can't stand looking at this stock anymore, and I'm just done with this. And
Is that an example with MU?
MU? No, I thought MU got grossly oversold, but then the last 2 days it's rallied. Like today it's up $27.
Yeah.
Almost $28.
Now I'm short MU here. Not intentionally short, I'm just short strangles. And my calls, I already rolled up puts twice today, so my calls are getting away from me in there. But, MU has really high volatility. It trades a lot. I mean, whoever thought MU was going to be like, was going to be like the stock?
Right.
It's actually, the markets are a little wide, but the stock moves around a lot, so
Moves around a lot. If you put bids or offers in,
you usually get filled.
you're going to get filled.
Yeah, it's more fun to trade now than Tesla or Nvidia, in my opinion.
That stock has moved basically to what I think it was 285 at the end of the year, went to 470, 460 something.
Wow.
Now it's down to 366. So
it
moves.
You got to
Big
stay
moves.
really small in MU.
Yeah, it's got a 62 IVR.
You guys just stay small in there. That stock, and the stock trades like it's going to move whatever. I forgot what the daily expected move in there is, but it's got to be
Move for 1 day is $15.
15. Okay, that's a lot on a $350 stock. It's almost a 5% move on a daily
It's
basis.
a big move.
Yep. Options priced accordingly.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah.
Next up, at what threshold do brokerages usually initiate a margin call? When you have used 100% options, BP, or less? Perhaps at 90? Our friend Mark
No.
is asking.
No, it's not.
Well,
Right.
I mean, I can speak for us. I can't tell you about, I can tell you what we did at Tasty.
Yeah.
No, you get to use 100% of your options buying power. And even if you use 100%, you might not be in a call situation. So, no, whatever your option buying power is, you should be able to use all of that. If they're not letting you use it, I would say you might want to call and ask them why they're not letting you. There's enough protection that the firms put into the requirements. So for their safety and for your safety, more for theirs.
Right.
So it should not be an issue. You should absolutely be able to use 100% of your option buying power.
Yeah, the threshold mark is 2 standard deviations. So you get to 95 or 96%, 97 in some cases, but that's the threshold. The threshold where brokerages initiate a margin call is just over 2 standard deviations. And that's a regulatory thing. That's not set by each brokerage.
I mean, there can be house calls. It depends on, what the underlying is. It could be.
Yeah,
they
but in
affirm-
general, for 90% of the cases, it's 2 standard deviations. That's where the SEC and FINRA have the requirements set. So just always look at the 2 standard deviation line, and that's where you get a margin call.
Okay, remember to call us.
At the 5, or you can look at the 5 delta option or the 4 delta option. That's where you get your margin call. So if you ever wanted to know, back of the envelope, you look at an option chain, go to the 5 delta, and you'll see that's where your margin call comes in. If you cared.
Okay, there you go. That's great. All right, next. What is a good ballpark number to shoot for when managing portfolio delta? What is acceptably neutral? What is an acceptably neutral amount to strive for?
Acceptably.
I'm not sure that word exists.
Acceptably.
An acceptable neutral
What is an
amount.
What
What's
is
an acceptable amount to be considered neutral?
What is an acceptably
What is-
neutral? I think that's a word.
Okay.
Acceptably neutral.
Sure.
To strive for. Anyway, the answer
Let's
to
go
your
for it.
question is, because I have studied this, believe it or not, this is how wildly exciting my life is, that I can tell you what a good ballpark number is to shoot for when you're looking for an acceptably neutral amount of delta. On per $100,000, it's 1 to 300 deltas of SPY beta weighted deltas. So on a $100,000 account, so you can just use the numbers. If it's $1 million account, it's 10x. If it's a $10,000 account, it's 1/10 the size. 100 to 300 beta weighted SPY deltas. Virtually every platform does that nowadays. So these are beta weighted SPY deltas, 100 to 300. So that obviously puts 200 at the average, and that is a acceptably neutral amount to strive for. And how do we get that? That's the equivalent of like what you can do notionally. Like let's say using the S&Ps, if you did $100,000 of S&Ps, it'd be 150 shares, so it would be 150 deltas. That's kind of it. But that's acceptably neutral.
Okay. Let's go to the next one.
Why don't we go to a
Remember-
call?
Oh, we have a call. Yay! Julio from
Julio.
Florida.
Julio.
Hello, good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen.
How are
Julio,
you?
what's going on, man?
up?
Good, thank you. So I just want to ask you if it's somewhere in the future we can have this system that is already exists outside the United States, when traders they can become signal providers. It's basically something similar to eToro and Suru Trade. And then we have people who follow the traders, and they make commission from the followers. And the benefit from the followers is that they get a good signal based in capital allocation, whatever they want to put, right? They get 100% the signal of the signal provider traders. Plus, we can have an AI that is going to analyze all the signal providers methodology, and then traders, they can choose between the AI and the live signal providers. I think it's a win-win for everybody.
So this is an interesting topic, Julio, because as you know, that's how eToro kind of got that's how they built up their brokerage firm. But most of their business was international. And if you've noticed, being able to do what they call kind of the copy trade has been very limited in the US. It's basically pretty much frowned upon by US regulators.
It's more than frowned upon, but go ahead.
I'm being kind. It's more than frowned upon, which is why eToro has never really gotten a foothold in the US markets. That's also why you see eToro stock right now trading at a multi-year low, the lowest it's been probably in, I know it's only been public for a couple of years, but the lowest it's been in a long time. I personally like that brokerage firm. The problem is that the copy trade to me is, from a regulatory standpoint, it's not really acceptable. And I just don't understand. Like I'm cool with people posting like trade ideas and stuff like that, but I don't know why anybody would want to copy anybody else and pay them for that. Like that to me doesn't make any sense. I mean,
I will be a good.
Go ahead.
Always. Yes, sir.
Go ahead.
I think it would be interesting. To a way to search for good traders. They have a different analytic tools in which they measure them, and then the AI, it can learn from those traders in different market conditions, and then we can have basically a system that is learning from actual real traders that they are scored high in the board. Right?
Yeah. So
that's the idea.
I hear you and I understand, and I have actually studied this for a long time, because we did a lot of talks over the years with eToro, and we looked at their platform, and we looked at the whole copy trade thing, even though you couldn't really do it in the US. And my challenges with it is, let's say Scott goes out this afternoon and makes a great trade. Like he kills it, okay? I don't know what he's gonna do, but he kills it. Does that make him a good trader? Like he made a great trade. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, I don't know what that means.
Yeah. Okay. No, I mean, I was before I was trading in spot forex. I was with, for example, Crude trade.
Yeah.
I lived like 5 years doing these things. It's an interesting system because you can recognize consistent trader. So they're doing something that the rest of us, we are not doing. So I have the idea that it would be interesting having AI learning from those consistent traders, and then from that learning, we can develop a system, a specific methodology that they are learning from.
Yeah, I understand exactly what you're saying. Here's my issue. And again, a lot of the success that those copy traders had throughout the years was all an incredible bull market in crypto. And so people were copying other people that were buying various forms of crypto. They were very one-dimensional trades. When you talk about actually trading and you're thinking about doing things like different kinds of option strategies, different kinds of future strategies, and lots of like actual strategic trading, I find it to be much more difficult than a classic just follow the bull market, all the bull market geniuses. That's my biggest issue with it. But you know what? I think people should be able to make their own decisions. And so if somebody wants to follow somebody else, honestly, I have no issue with it.
You can follow, you can post, so we're clear, you can follow. They could post a trade, you could follow it. It's the payment that becomes the problem.
Well, even the concept of copy trade was tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You need to put the trade in versus just an automated, a bot doing it for you. There's nothing wrong with somebody posting a trade and you making a decision to enter that trade on your own. Yeah. It's the automation and the payment that become problems. But anyway, Julio, we'll see. I think that with the new SEC, we could see this change, in the coming 6 months, year, et cetera.
Yeah. Hey, Julio, we got a ton of people on, man. We got to run. But thanks so much. Good stuff.
Thank you. Have a nice day. I think the option it would be perfect for this, especially option on future.
Agreed.
All right, cool.
Thanks, man.
Buongiorno. Cesare?
Buona Pasqua.
Oh,
Buona
yeah.
Pasqua,
Buona
buongiorno.
Pasqua.
And is it Happy Passover for?
It is. Thank you.
Is today Passover?
Tonight at
It
sundown,
is.
yeah?
Oh, man, I
Is it?
forgot my Passover food.
Starts tonight.
Yeah, what
You
is
didn't
the
get-
Passover
There's still
food?
time.
Chinese.
No. No.
That's Christmas time, isn't it?
It's every Jewish holiday. It's Chinese food for me. Yeah, that's what we do.
Well, so just to break things up a little bit, in Italy, the classic Pasqua dishes is well, in Italian meal, you have antipasto, then you have it's an event. You have the first course, the second course. So it's usually lasagna, and then it's lamb, of course. But one year, there's another meat dish that is kind of like different. And one year I made it for my family without telling them.
Oh.
And
How did
Oh, boy.
how did that
It
go?
is. It went fine, except once I told them, then was like, well, it is, believe it or not, it is rabbit.
Oh. Okay, but we're talking Sunday, right?
I
Well,
like
no,
I like
a
rabbit.
rabbit.
No, I'm saying
Yeah,
the
rabbit
meal
actually-
is, this big meal is on Easter Sunday, yeah? Because
Yeah,
you're not
Easter
supposed
Sunday,
to eat
of
meat
course.
this week either. So today
No,
should
no,
be
Easter
still
Sunday.
fish.
Is rabbit meat?
But I'm glad. I'm
That's
glad the
rabbit's
children were.
meat.
It's a rabbit. It doesn't look like
I'm
meat.
glad the children
Yes,
were a
it's
little
meat.
bit older. Because,
No, it's a
you know,
plant.
I cooked the Easter bunny basically, but they were older, so
Oh,
they
boy.
didn't really.
He cooked an
You're
Easter
a,
bunny.
you're a killer. You're a stone cold killer.
It didn't bother them as much, you know.
But they liked it?
Sure, you put pasta in
Yeah,
there, a
of
little
course.
pasta, a little rabbit stew.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, I've had rabbit and pasta.
Like
I've had
anything, you know.
rabbit.
What seasoning for the
Everything.
rabbit?
Just throw everything in there.
Shut up, let me hear.
Rosemary, the classic.
Oh, yeah.
Classic rosemary, white
nice.
wine, just you know.
Oh, nice. Oh,
But,
I bet it was nice.
They liked it. Like anything which is not, it tastes like chicken, you know. It's like anything which is
Sure.
different, you know. So that's all. Just wanted to say. So Scott, I heard you say you had rabbit.
I have.
Oh yeah, I've
Did
had
you
rabbit.
like it?
It's all right. I mean, to me, it was more about the sauce. You know, it was okay. I mean, yeah.
I had rabbit when I was in Sicily, and I had it with pasta. And it
You
was
did?
delicious. Yeah, it's delicious.
Oh,
Yeah,
Yeah, delicious.
yeah. I
Yeah.
prefer
So that's
boar.
it.
If I'm going to go crazy, I prefer
I don't know
boar.
if I've ever had rabbit. I can't remember.
I prefer boar or something like that. But
Yeah.
you know, anyway. All right, Cesare, that's cool, man. We
Cesare, did you have any other questions or any other comments?
That's it. I just wanted to break things up.
thank
and,
you.
By the way, I'll get in touch with Mark from Scranton, and maybe we'll get together someday.
Oh, good,
And I'm
yes.
still looking for Mike from Westchester. I
Mike
live right
from
around the corner from
Westchester.
you.
All right.
All right.
Thanks, man.
Come on, Mike from Westchester. Send me your email.
Bye bye.
Bye. All right, let's take Solomon from Seattle. Ooh,
Hey, how's everyone doing? Good morning.
Hey, hey, Solomon.
good. How are you?
Do you go by
morning.
Soul too? Is your short
Do you go by Soul?
Soul?
Sol.
First off,
Sal.
I want to say I'm really excited. Tom, I've been following y'all since the good old Think or Swing days.
Oh,
You know,
nice.
in my lunch break, I used to just run to the library on my campus, and I was just excited to download the software. Try
Oh,
to
cool.
just, get as much option information as possible. So I'm really just thankful that Tasty Trade came along.
Cool.
It's exactly what we've all been looking for. So
Yeah.
I'll keep it short and brief. I'm going to probably be calling in
Great.
at different times. So I'll keep it short. I do have my portfolio going now. I have U.S. So just real quick, I'm a Tasty. I'm a small bite trader, meaning or tasty. I don't know however you word
Tasty
it. but,
bite.
I
Tasty
have
bite.
Yeah, and I'm just testing it. So I'm literally at margin, meaning I just opened up the account
Sure.
with 2,000.
Sure.
And what I'm doing is just following the mechanics, right? So I'm staying with the defined risks, trades,
Okay.
credit spreads. And what I'm doing is making sure I'm risking no more than about $80, and I'm doing one contract, and I'm spreading them across different asset classes. So my current portfolio, I have USO, TLT, IWM, GLD, EWZ, and a micro features slash VFM6. So I'm thinking that's the
that's awesome.
U.S. Treasury notes.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to know. I've been doing really well with everything, and what I'm doing is just filtering the watch lists that are available. I'm filtering based upon liquidity, IV rank, right, and then I'm not looking at any charts, and it's all about managing the risk on entry, right, and then collecting profits, and then I'm 2x losses I'm closing, so everything is controlled. I'm only deploying less than 25% of my capital at any given point, and I still have one position I can put on. I wanted to know, what do you suggest for another future options instrument that would be suitable? And I'll leave it there.
Which futures options do you have right now? Which one are you doing?
Okay, so it's /ZFM6. So it's kind of hard to read the full. So that's the medium-term U.S. Treasury notes. I don't know what
ZF. Did you say? You said ZF or?
Oh yeah. So /ZFM6.
Oh yeah. So you're trading the 5-year. Yeah, those are tough.
Okay.
Stick to in the future, do the ZN or the ZB, because the ZFs are too small. And I mean, the markets are wide. I just wouldn't trade that. It's not really a retail product. In the future, if you're going to use if you want to trade bonds, use TLT or use /ZN. But if you want another micro, in this market here, you could trade micro crude. They have okay option markets, MCL, or you could trade the micro ES, MES. Those are about the only micro options that trade. Micro gold doesn't trade that much, so I would trade micro CL or micro ES if you want micro options.
Perfect. Okay. And then, do you think that would be too correlated because I already have USO, and USO has been doing really well.
Yeah, it's a little correlated.
Exiting, redeploying.
Yeah, they're a little correlated, but you're limited because you want really liquid underlyings and you want to practice on different things. Exactly. So I think it's good practice. Listen, you trade small, trade often, just keep it really, you got your positions minimal. You're doing everything great. It's an unbelievable start.
I know, and I'm hoping that maybe I can make it. I don't know if the show's still going, right?
Oh,
but
well,
definitely,
we'll see.
My plan is on that. And, I have an MBA in finance, but none of that means nothing. So everything you have contributed in terms of your research and, you didn't have to do all that, right? You could have just been some, successful trader, just, minding off.
No, I had to do all this. It's part of our game plan in life.
As a community, we really do appreciate you, and I want to give you your flowers, okay? And I'll keep it brief. Somebody else can come along.
Thanks, man.
Thank you all, and I appreciate you.
That's very kind.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Call us again. All right, we'll go with Mark in Scranton. What up, Mark?
He heard you calling out for him.
No, it was Mike from Westchester that we're calling out. But
good morning, everyone.
Hi, Mark.
What's up, Mark?
Good morning. So I'm glad you're back. So did you have food poisoning like 2 times in the last 3 weeks?
You know what? I don't know what it was. I think it's a virus going around.
Goodness.
Okay. I've been.
Listen, you have some bad luck.
All the decades in Chicago that I've only had food poisoning maybe 2 or 3 times, and I don't think that was it. Yeah.
You don't think that was it? Okay. Well, I'm glad you're back. I hope you're feeling better.
Thank you.
You're welcome. So everyone, I have a question for you, and I'll when I ask the question, I'm going to tell you my example. It's a little bit of a confession. I've never even told my ex-wife this.
Oh. So
it's not that bad though, but It is kind of humorous. So it's not like against the 10 Commandment or anything like that, But when I started in real estate investing, I was starting to acquire properties, and I went to a tax sale. And I thought I did all my research. I made sure there's no liens. All the people I had liens were notified, etc. And I ended up buying the wrong property. And I actually almost went on the property that I thought I bought. Good thing I didn't. And I looked at it again. I'm like, oh my goodness, this isn't the right address, So I want to know. I stuck with it, by the way. I stuck with it. It was painful. I did eventually get it where it had to be, but I do think I probably paid too much and it cost me a lot. When do you kind of, first of all, could you compare anything to that situation, not where you just made a bad investment and just walked away, but where you stuck it out. And when do you actually pull the plug?
Silver?
I was going to say marriage.
Oh, stop. Okay. He thinks he's so funny.
Hold on. There's a billion and mark. There's a ton of things that, we've had to make a decision on when
Pulling
to
the plug.
When to pull the plug.
Okay, so can you give an example, please?
Oh my God.
Scott, can you think of any?
So there's some things I wish I could have pulled the plug on. Some 10, 12-year private equity investments that have been absolutely horrible, but there's no exit, there's no way to get out.
Right.
But on individual trades, all the time. I mean, all the time.
Trades are too easy because you could put the wrong trade and you could have wanted to sell and you meant to buy and it worked out.
I'll give you some good examples, Mark. Like we've hired some people to be like, CEO of one of our companies, or we've hired people to run different parts of our business. We've done deals that we basically. So in other words, like hiring the wrong person and then having to fire the CEO or having to let the chairman go or having to do all this kind of stuff, that's always tough. Buying a business and then realizing what did we just buy and getting rid of it, that kind of thing. We've done all that. We've never bought the wrong piece of real estate, but we have bought like the wrong stock, and we bought a lot of the wrong things over the years. I don't think I've ever bought the wrong piece of real estate though, because I don't buy much real estate.
But you don't, don't buy real
Tom,
estate.
I didn't know I needed glasses until I bought the wrong house. And then I looked at the paper again. I'm like, oh my gosh, I bought the wrong property. I was bidding on the wrong property.
That's really, that's really pretty funny. I mean, I can definitely tell you that I probably pushed the buy instead of a sell, and I bought the wrong stock.
Sure.
One of my favorite stories, we have a few seconds here. One of my favorite stories, I think Scott was in on this, but there was this kid back in the day when we were trading up in our office once, and there was this kid that was clerking for somebody else. He came up and he goes, guys, I got the biggest scoop ever.
Oh.
And he's like, I heard this from somebody, blah, blah, blah. This is da-da-da-da-da. You got to buy this one stock.
Yep.
And so we went out and we bought this stock. I forgot how many shares. Let's just say it was like 10,000 shares. It was a pretty big buy. It wasn't a very expensive stock. Maybe it was like a $10 or $12 stock. And we bought like 10,000 shares of it. And we're watching the stock, and each day it went a little bit higher. Like it's up 50 cents, then one day it was up 70 cents. And so the stock went from like $10 or so to like $13. Well, a week later, the kid comes back to the office and he goes, I'm really sorry I took you guys down with the stock that I told you guys to buy, because it was down like $4 or $5. And we're looking at the stock and it's up $3 from where we bought it.
We bought the wrong stock.
And we bought the wrong stock.
Oh no.
And it was
you made money.
And we made money. We bought the wrong stock.
That's
we made
awesome.
money. Yeah.
Well, thank you for letting me confess that, because now it's off my chest. Now everybody knows
There you
that I'm an
go.
awful real estate investor.
You can make mistakes.
But Scott, don't get mad at me. You're already mad at me from, I don't know if it was February 7th, 2006. You hold resentment, but because I'm a Steelers fan, that's when the Steelers beat the Bears 21-10. But the problem is, Scott, is I bought the wrong property and I still made money. So anyway, have a good day, everyone.
Ciao.
I know Scott has a hard time with real estate.
Ciao.
You know?
Thanks. We all do.
Mike is on the line too. Mike from Westchester. You guys have to get together.
Mike, what's up,
Hi,
man?
Mike.
Quick lightning round. Saul, did you get your kosher water? Tom, did you get your sneakers? And then I have two other quick items.
I did not get my sneakers.
0. 0 for 2.
0 for 2. I was told they don't make goat sneakers that big.
Oh my God.
Okay.
And I will go searching for kosher water.
Okay.
I'll give you some kosher water.
In the dog pound, we voted to get you a chair for when Scott comes back.
Thank you. That's so
I'm
sweet.
going to send you a picture. It's really nice because we can't put you back on the stool.
Yay! Oh, thank you.
She loves that stool.
Okay.
No, I don't.
Now, Tom, the last question. You may have never gotten this. Is Tom your legal name? Because I've never seen Thomas in writing.
No, Tom's my legal name.
it's just Tom.
With no middle name.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't know what my parents were thinking, but no middle name, just Tom, T-O-M.
My dad's comment was they were too poor to give him a middle name. So
Yes, exactly.
right.
All right. I told you it'd be fast.
Take
All
care,
right.
Mike.
Probably
Talk to you
just looked
soon.
at him
Thanks,
and
Mike.
thought, he looks like a Tom.
Bye.
Just a plain Tom.
Yeah, there you go.
Or they were trying to be special and different.
Yeah.
Who knows? We'll have to ask your mom.
Well, I don't have a middle name either as my sister, so who knows?
Okay. Next up, simple question. Let's see if it is. Why do so many people use the logarithmic method when looking at historical gold prices? Why use a logarithmic method?
Logarithmic.
Logarithmic. What are its advantages and disadvantages? Do you use it in options trading?
Yeah, now it's funny. I actually put the answer on here. I wrote it down for you guys. Because,
thank you so much, but they want you to explain it.
well, I will explain it. I don't really use, so the answer is, the reason that people use a logarithmic method when looking at gold prices is because it gives you historical perspective. I don't know that it has any advantages or disadvantages. I mean, we certainly do not use it, but I think the reason that people use it is because it gives you a different view and it's in percentages. So I believe that's the difference it gives you a visual in percentages. That's a logarithmic method, right, Scott?
I do not know.
Oh, okay.
I could look it up. I do not know the answer to
I'm
this
pretty
one.
sure the logarithmic method means that it gives you a visual, like a chart, but it's in percentages.
It says logarithmic method is a mathematical approach using logarithms, the inverse of exponentiation, to solve equations. Simplify complex calculations and model exponential growth and decay. It answers to what power must a base be raised to produce a given number.
No, there's a simple, you went to the complicated one. The simple one is that it just shows it in percentages.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do you use it in options trading?
No, we do not use it.
There you go.
I mean, I don't use it. The reason that people use it is because they like to see things in percentages, and they like to see things visually. I am not visual in that sense, and I don't use it. But if it works, go ahead.
Speaking of percentages, Doc from South Jersey asks, what is considered a good percentage return on a month of trading?
Ooh, that really depends on who you be, but 1.5% to 3%, 1.5% to 5%. I don't know. What do you think, Scott?
It's a lot. 5%'s a lot.
I know, but a really good month.
1.5 to 2.5, I think, is really good target.
Depends on the account size. I would say 1.5 to 5.
Okay.
But it really depends.
On a large account size, what?
1.5 to 2.
And on a small?
1.5 to 5 or 10.
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, a small account, if you have a $10,000 account, it's possible to make $1,000. That's 10% in a month. But if you have a big account, a $1 million account, it's hard to make 100,000.
Right.
So it's a little, but I think 1.5 to 3. We always used to shoot for between, in that 3% range was, as floor traders, that was kind of our goal, net after everything. That'd be a good year, but who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Okay. Next up, do you offer mentorships? If not, what do you think about mentorships for business, not trading? What do you think?
I mean, I personally think if you have somebody who's willing to mentor you and you respect what they're doing, it's amazing, because all of us, we don't know what we don't know. We're all products of our experience. All of the experiences accumulated, that we've accumulated over the lifetime. So if you have somebody who's willing to do it, I don't know what a mentorship looks like, maybe an internship, something along those lines. Sure, absolutely. I think it's great if you can get it.
Well, first of all, we don't offer mentorships.
Yeah, we don't.
No, we don't. And what do I think about mentorships? Well, okay. So I was at an event this past weekend where there was, 25 teams and they all had their own mentor, which was really interesting. And it was like a one-day thing, which was cool. In general, if somebody is available to mentor you, you usually don't want to pay for that person. Like, in other words, if you find somebody,
They didn't say it's for
Yeah,
a
no,
hire.
there's
I
no
understand.
money involved.
I mean, what
understand.
if?
So what I would say
if
is,
for
normally are no
sale,
money.
I'm not a fan.
if there is somebody,
Right.
like I have over my career helped a couple of people in a mentoring type of role, and it has been mutually beneficial. But
Yeah.
I think that a lot of people like to find like trading mentors and they pay for it. I would not do that at all.
I agree with that.
I would not-
pay.
if
I would not
somebody's-
pay for it.
If somebody's offering you a mentorship, like a paid for mentorship, I would not do it for business or for trading. If you're lucky enough in life to find somebody that's willing to help you and work with you as a mentor that's been successful, how does it hurt?
Right.
You know?
Correct. Totally agree.
How does it hurt? But we've been in situations, to be fair, we've been in situations where we've had like private equity firms invest to us to say, we're there for you, we really want to help you with everything. And all I want to do is lock them in the basement and not let them out for 7 years. You know, like I don't want their help.
We're not.
So,
We're not going to do that.
yeah.
Okay. Next up, last one. Which do you think is the bigger AI risk, complacency or technology? Let's do a quick one.
What when you say complacency, meaning people just accept that it is what it is and it's going to change the world and it's worth
I think so.
$100 bazillion?
Well, that it's just, you know, that you just, yeah.
Yeah, I think that the technology, if you're talking about the technology of AI actually working, it's awesome and it's just going to continue to get better. My concern is what the valuations are right now based off of what limited information we know about what ultimately it's going to be.
Yeah, I agree with Scott. First of all, the technology is not a risk at all.
Right.
No.
Technology is never a risk. What do you think is the bigger AI risk? Technology? No, not at all. The technology is going to be great. It's not a risk. The biggest AI risk is complacency. It's that, hey, I don't need to learn jack shit because I can have AI do it for me. You know, I don't need to study this because I could just use AI. I don't need to learn this skill because I could just have AI. I don't need to do anything. I can just sit here and watch TikTok all day and then have AI do my life for me.
Okay.
I'm just
There
saying
you
that's
go.
complacency. So
Right.
to me, the biggest risk in AI is that it makes us all a little bit complacent.
We had some fun this morning with TikToks, though, I have to say.
Yeah, I was showing Saul the Tiger Woods driving school TikToks. They're hysterical.
I was like in
What is
tears
wrong
laughing.
with him? First of all, he looks like hell.
He looks like hell.
I know, he
But
looks
what is
terrible.
wrong with him? He's worth $1 billion.
Just
I
hire a
know.
driver. Just hire a driver.
Get a driver.
You would think.
Period. 24/7.
How
You just
many
have somebody.
DUIs?
If you want to go out,
How
you just
many?
say we're going, and that person's there to drive you.
That's right.
Right?
24 hours a day. Have a team of 3.
That's right.
Yeah.
Whenever you want them, they're there.
Yeah, he's a billionaire. He can afford
and
it.
I could care less if he wants to go kill himself by doing that, but he's going to hurt somebody else.
Well, that's the issue, of course.
But the driving
Crazy.
school TikToks are really funny.
Oh my God, they're so funny, Scott. I was in tears. They are so funny.
It's sad.
It is sad.
It's a little sad.
But
I mean,
the videos, but people are so creative. They're so funny. Anyway, moving on to, are we ready for market talk?
do you have any more? Or is that it?
I have way more. I have tons more.
We could do one more.
But, okay.
Let's do one more. Then we'll do market talk.
I was listening to the webinar you did last night at IU. As a working grad student, when will I be able to access the new Lossdog software?
I was listening to the webinar. Oh, this was last week.
Sure. If you should be getting in soon, as long as you're on the list. So you got to go onto lossdog.com and sign
Yeah.
up. And
Yeah.
you will be getting it soon.
Yeah, I did a webinar at Kelly School of Business at Indiana, and there was a bunch of grad students on there, and sure, if you're signed up,
You just have to sign up.
and you're on the wait list, you'll just get an email from us in the next couple of weeks. The first people got the email today, and there'll be a number, thousands of emails going out every week.
Yeah.
And today's the first group, so we're just testing, make sure everything runs smooth, and then that's it.
That's it. So you'll
Yeah.
get it soon.
Yeah.
So, but make sure you're on the wait list,
Yeah.
on the list. So it's just go to lossdog.com.
Yeah, we'll take all feedback. And
Sure.
and we have lots to build. We know. I mean, there's
Yeah,
lots
I
coming.
mean, this is just the beginning.
Yep.
Okay. Ready for market talk?
Sure.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
We were talking about Bitcoin earlier, not really moving much in the 68,000. And the oil down 240 to just under 99. SPOO's up 62 to 66.32.
It's 240
Gold
points, Scott, in,
up. How much?
well, 180 yesterday, 60 today. It's 240 points. That's
They traded 350 overnight the other day.
Yeah,
They're way more than that. It's 300 points.
yeah, but 240 in just the last 2 days. It's 300 points.
No, yesterday morning, the low yesterday was 6,353. It's almost 300 points
Oh, yeah. Right.
from the low yesterday. It's almost a 300-point rally. That's a big rally.
Yeah, that's almost a little less than 5%.
Yeah, that's a big move. Gold is up 112. Nasdaq's up 336. Silver's up 66. VIX future down 60. VIX cash down 130. And the stock we were talking about, the big mover, you got Micron up $31.
Yeah, like I didn't trade that many stocks this morning, but I did trade some Nike. They missed on their earnings last night. I was just looking for stuff that looks like it's beaten up a little
They
bit.
must have missed pretty badly.
The stock was down 7. I don't know what it's down now.
It's down 750. It's 45.33.
Yeah, I sold some of the.
I mean, it's a 52-week low.
Yeah. I just sold whatever puts are trading around $2 in May. I don't remember which ones they were. The 45s maybe? I don't know.
Yeah, 45s.
Yeah.
195, 202.
Yeah, that's ones I sold at $2 this morning. And I didn't even play the earnings last night. So I can't believe last time I looked at Nike, it was like $70.
Yeah, it's not anymore. It's 45.
I know, it's $45. Unbelievable. That stock traded 100 and something. It's $45.
The 52-week high for this year is 80, so maybe last year.
Yeah,
But
right.
the range before today was 50.95 to 80, and now it's 45. So it's $5 below.
Yeah.
Below.
So I did sell some of those puts on. That's just the contrarian play. It probably is going lower first. What else today?
Speaking of gear, can I interrupt? I forgot to plug my
What?
shameless plug of the swag. So we got a video. I don't know if we can cue it up. If we have just a second, I got a video from a fan. Yay! He's wearing the
again.
joggers, and he said they're super comfortable. So, and he took us out to represent.
He took it out.
He took the joggers out to LA Dodgers.
It's a Seinfeld line. He took it out.
He took it out. Okay, let's see if we can play that. There it is.
Hey, Lossdog.
Oh, there you go.
I got us represented here
Rookie.
in LA.
That
surprised.
dog
Looking
at the
good in
LA
the get-up tonight
Dodgers.
at the
It's
Dodgers
empty there.
game.
Why is it so empty?
No, it's
Because I don't
not.
think people show up for Dodgers
don't
game
pay
until
any
like the
attention
5th
to
inning
that
and they
beer.
leave by the 7th.
I mean, do you know
Go Lost
that
Dog.
the LA Dodgers,
We need some
what do you think
advertisement here,
the
Tom.
LA Dodgers are
Get rid of the cut
versus
water.
the field
Get rid
to
of the
win the
Probably.
World Series?
1.5 or 2 to 1.
Get Lossdog up there.
No, they're under 1.
Come on.
Yeah.
I mean, they're an injury away from, that's crazy.
They're, well, you
Well,
can,
I would absolutely take the field against that one.
well, you can take the field all you want. It's there.
I might just do that.
You can take the field. But to win it all, they are, well, maybe it's just 1-1, whatever it is with the markup. But that's what they are versus the field.
Okay, remember it's swag.lossdog.com
I mean,
and send me your feedback.
did
when you
the
get
Dodgers
merch.
win the last 2 years?
They won the last year. I
I
don't know.
thought.
I think they might have won the last 2 years. Yeah, they're going for a three-peat, I think. But, yeah. Oh, no.
In 24,
LA Dodgers.
LA Dodgers.
Dodgers beat the Yankees. Is that right?
Oh, this is, I have different odds here. Jeff has different odds. All right, well, we'll see. Maybe that was
Yeah.
off.
Okay.
I'd be shocked.
All right, well,
What do you
we'll
think
see
the Cubs
tomorrow.
are? You can bet the Cubs right now, Scott. They're 20-1.
To win the World Series?
Yep.
I don't like that bet.
I don't like it either.
Well, then take the White Sox. because they're
No,
about 500
definitely
to
not.
one.
What are they? 4,000 to 1?
Like 500.
Oh my God. Poor White Sox.
All right. On that note,
Ciao for now.
ciao for now. Happy
Happy
Wednesday.
Passover.